The Candace Owens and Brigitte Macron drama that's going on, there's an aspect of it that nobody is talking about, or at least I haven't heard anybody talk about, and it's driving me crazy, so I guess I have to be the person to talk about it. A lot of people are confused as to why Candace Owens is focused so much on Brigitte Macron and possibly being trans, but not on the fact that when Brigitte Macron met her husband Emmanuel Macron, he was 14, 15, that number's a little fuzzy, and she was like in her 30s, and she was his teacher. We don't know when the relationship started, like we don't really know when things really progressed, but a lot of people are pointing out, like, why is Candace not more focused on the age gap? She's mentioned it, but her main focus is on the trans aspect. And people are confused because I think a lot of people find that the age gap and the possible inappropriate behavior between a teenager and someone in their 30s to be more concerning, which is understandable. Now, we have to factor in, right or wrong, whether you like it or you don't like it. In France, 15 is the legal age of consent. I'm not saying that that's not problematic, but that is what it is. I believe that one of the main reasons that she's not focused on the age gap, she's focused more on the trans issue, is because Candace Owens, at least to my knowledge, still is supportive of the Tate brothers. She has been very supportive of them in the past, and as far as I know, she still is. The Tate brothers, we know, were targeting girls who were like 15 while they were in their 30s and luring them into their world of S-work, and they were open about manipulating them, trying to take their virginity, to finding girls who were not already in S-work and trying to manipulate them. They were teaching courses on how to manipulate women into getting into that world. As much as I don't think any grown adult should be targeting a teenager, but you could very much argue that two grown adult men in their 30s targeting underage girls to lure them into S-work. I mean, again, I don't really want to get into better or worse, but it's worse than a woman in her 30s who happened to meet a boy that she was teaching in school who was, say, 14 or 15, and it's fuzzy when their relationship actually got started. We don't really know. But years later, when he was a grown adult, they got married and have been married for, I think, like over 20 years now and stuff. I'm not saying that it's not weird. I'm not saying it's not creepy. I'm not saying there isn't maybe something going on there. I don't know. I don't know that much about the Macrons. However, Candace would look like a massive hypocrite focusing on the age gap thing while still supporting the Tate brothers. And I'm kind of shocked that more people aren't making that connection. I have a video on my channel going into Candace Owens and some of her hypocrisies and kind of analyzing her relationship to her husband. I do think anybody that supports the Tate brothers, especially at this point, is suspect.